I think she'd be an awesome mom.
I'm sure. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm just saying look at her.
You know what would suck, though? In about 15 years, if you're the kid, because you know she's still going to be drop-dead gorgeous. Yeah. And all his friends are like, can we go to your house and play with ourselves? You know, like, oh my God. Now, did you have little brothers growing up?
Yeah, I have a brother that's 2 months apart. It's a half brother, of course. And,
yeah, I was gonna say your mom's got a weird body.
Yeah.
Either that or he was really slow.
I have a younger brother, 2 older sisters.
Now, obviously, I would assume you're the only one in your family in the business.
Yes.
Were your brothers like losing their mind when you were growing up because you were obviously really smoking hot?
No, you know what? I wasn't though.
Oh,
no, really, I wasn't. I was on Jenny Jones from Geek to Chic, and I did like the girls that were not very popular who had to bring the guy from school who would pick on me, and
really?
Like, it's not that people picked on me. It's just that I always had like the friend with the double D breasts, and I of course didn't have these until I could afford them. So.
Right.
And my other girlfriend in school had this long, curly, beautiful hair. So I was always like the sidekick friend who didn't get the boyfriend. Like my other girlfriends would always get guys, and now the friend that had the giant knockers.
Yeah.
She's like
she's a big fat bitch.
Yeah, she is.
Right. Oh. No, I get it.
No, she is actually.
That's the way it always works out. The girls that are hot at 16, 17, it's rare that it lasts.
I tell my nephews, you need to check out
the ugly bitch
you need to check out the mom.
Right.
Because if you meet the girl, you got to check out the mom.
It really
That's what she's going to look like,
isn't it?
Yeah. I think it is.
I mean, I think it can be prevented, but if they just take normal course, that's where you're heading.
Yeah.
I know. But so life's good for you, I guess, huh?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Now, do you live in LA or Philly, or where do you guys live?
I lived in LA for about almost 10 years.
Sucks, doesn't it?
I loved LA, but now I moved to Philly, and of course it's like the 1 year that they have the worst winter in 25 years that I moved to Philly.
Right. So you were up there through the whole blizzards, everything.
Yes. Well, you know what? We were stuck in Miami during the blizzard, which was nice.
Now, had you ever seen that much snow in your life? I mean, growing up in Texas and...
Well, I lived in Minnesota for like a year as a kid, so I seen a lot of snow.
Okay.
So that didn't freak you out. A lot of people, like especially Southerners or West Coast people, they see snow like that for the first time and they think it's Armageddon.
Oh yeah, I don't drive in it or anything. Right. I mean, I stay home, so.
Yeah, I imagine you pretty much can do whatever you want. Here's an interesting question. Does hubby rule the roost, or do you?
You know what? That's why we both have A personalities. So, everything's level, like we respect each other.
Right.
But when we fight,
an Italian and a Mexican?
Pictures are flying off the wall, words are being spoken.
I saw an episode of Sopranos like that. Are you kidding me? Yeah. Now, do you have a typical Latina temper?
Oh, yeah. You could ask her. I'm extremely jealous. I fly off the handle.
Really?
Bad temper.
You throw things at them and stuff?
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
He has to enjoy that, though. There's guys out there that want that.
Yeah, you got to have that passion, I think, and part of that is...
Now, right afterwards, because I'm Italian, and I have the same temper, right afterwards, don't you feel dumb, and like don't you feel like, I'm sorry, and you didn't mean any of it?
Oh my God, me, I never feel dumb, and I don't apologize.
Are you serious?
I think I've apologized maybe 3 times in my life.
Really? God, I always, afterwards, I'm always like, I can't believe I said that.
I never said that. That thought never comes to my mind. Instead, I'm like, that's what you get, you loser. I hate you.
Now, do you have a big Latino following? I mean, do a lot of Latino men specifically come to see you?
No. You know what? I have a really good mix.
Yeah.
I have a good mix of guys.
Because I forget the girl's name that we had up here, Asian girl. I can't remember her name. But anyway, I went to see her at Fantasies, and there were like 1,000 Asian dudes, and I was like, wow, okay, I get it now. So I wondered if yeah, all right.
I think the white guys get excited because I'm married to a white guy, so they all come in there like, we have a shot.
Yeah. Now, who would be your fantasy guy if you could have sex with, besides your husband, obviously, like famous person? Really?
Frank Mir, John Cena, Batista.
You're a wrestler chick?
Yeah.
Like big guys.
Does that, you like muscle guys?
No, you know what? I like all kinds of guys, but if there was a fantasy, I would definitely have a 3-way with John Cena and Frank Mir. Oh, all over me.
Oh my God. So maybe I'm going to try this, see if it works for me. Ready? Hold on. You can't see me.
Yeah, there you go.
What?
I'm going back to doing steroids right now.
Yeah, I'm going to do
Aw, Alicia.
HGB.
Mike, bring me my steroids.
Yeah, shoot me up right in the ass. Let's go.
Wrong.
I love it.
Do some push-ups. I'll be back.
Now, is your husband a real in shape, muscular guy?
But he's naturally muscular.
Right.
like-
He's not juiced up or nothing.
No.
What made you get into now, are you into wrestling? Like,
Oh yeah, I've been watching wrestling since I was a kid. I mean,
See?
I haven't watched it lately because I got sick of John Cena and Batista fighting. Like it was like the same.
They're not
fights
doing
over
that
and over.
anymore.
Yeah, they're fighting for WrestleMania.
Well, they brought that back, but for like 3 months now, it's getting good again. You should watch it.
Okay.
Bret Hart's back, and
I saw that, and he's
it's-
fighting McMahon.
it's
That's
awesome.
crazy.
It's incredible.
Crazy.
I know. Listen. My wife's into wrestling too, though. You know that. So, yeah, you're like the perfect woman. Everything now, are you bilingual?
Yeah, a little bit. I speak enough.
Yeah,
Enough to get by,
Yeah. Have you ever been to Mexico to perform?
No.
No,
Would
we
you go-
saw
would you go?
we saw
They do
video.
different kind of shows in Mexico.
Well, and they do the big adult entertainment conventions, and I've seen some
Yeah,
video.
but the problem
No,
is
but they're not gonna-
combine
they're
them
not
with
gonna-
cow auctions.
Well, no, they're not going to bring a Mexican in. It's just like I would love to go do that because Mexico does their own thing, like
Right.
you're saying. But they always
It's
bring in
different, though.
the girls with the blue eyes and the blondes.
Yeah,
they're not going to bring in a Mexican because all the Mexicans will be out. Chile, we've already seen that. We see that every day.
Show us something new.
Show us
man.
something new. We don't want to see the brown ones. Yeah.
I hear it's hard though because it's different down there because the men can touch you and they're a little more aggressive than how you're kind of treated here in America when you do these adult expos all over the country. So
Yeah.
I can't imagine. Oh, it'll be tough.
Do black guys just fall all over you? They have to, right? I mean,
You know what? Everybody always asks me like about celebrities, and the only celebrities that I've had that have I've had like a really well-known celebrity come to the strip club and be
Jamie
like,
Foxx.
no, I'm not going to say who, but that
He's obviously Denzel Washington.
I wish I wouldn't have said no.
She would have talked about that one.
I wouldn't have said I was
Martin
married.
Lawrence.
No,
Is he a comedian or actor?
he's
Or
an actor. But
young or old? Young or old?
no, I'm not going to tell
Come
you.
on, Nina, we're friends.
Morgan Freeman.
It was Morgan for you. Got it. You got it.
Bill Cosby. Hit that.
Freaky.
When was the last time you had sex?
Ooh.
Right before I left.
When did you leave?
Last night.
Nice.
And I didn't take a shower, so I still smell sexified.
That
You
is
haven't showered since you had sex?
I agree completely. Can you do me a favor? Don't shower all weekend.
Okay.
Mike, we're gonna get you.
Yeah.
Oh,
We might need to auction off that seat. We could pay our year right now.
I need you to get the fragrance from that seat and bottle it.
Now, let me ask you a question. Obviously, sex with your husband is totally different than work sex, right? Is your home sex more passionate and normal than work sex?
Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay.
My home sex is lazier.
Right, of course. There you go.
He loves when we have to shoot a movie. Because then he gets like 3 positions and
Right.
he gets like all this freaky stuff and he gets to like slap me and
Right.
but when we're at home I'm like, come on, man.
My show's getting ready to start. Let's
Yeah,
speed this
so.
up. Now, do a lot of girls hit on him?
When I'm not around, because a lot of girls know that I'm psychotic.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you
I
ever,
would not want to meet you in a dark alley. There is no
Have you ever
way.
had to like snatch a bitch up like at an awards thing or when all the porn?
Snatch a bitch
You know what I mean? Have you ever had to
Yeah,
put a
well,
bitch in check?
Yeah, I was at a thing and this girl grabbed his ass and made a comment. He came back. He was like, "Do you know someone?" I was like, before he could even finish the story, I was like,
hell no.
"Oh hell no! Where is this?" Yeah,
Now you walked up and what'd you say to her? Leave my man alone, kind of stuff.
yeah. I had to shake her up and be like, "You touch my man? Do you know who I am? I'll kill you."
I will stab you, bitch.
You're a little psycho. I like that.
Yeah.
I don't think a little is right. I think she's completely.
Well, I don't want her to go psycho on me. Like, you're a crazy bitch.
Well, Nina Mercedes, I
Love you.
You're the best.
Thank you.
Really enjoyed our time, and some other things I do want to say about you. And I know we got to go, Scott, but you were on the Anna Nicole Show, Men's Fitness, King, Blender, the New York Times. I mean, you're the real deal. Congratulations to all your success, and I hope it's continued.
Thank you.
And really nice meeting you.
And everybody go vote Latina Porn Awards.
And get down to Fantasies this evening and also Friday and Saturday. And there are 5 shows nightly. It's another great Vivid video showcase. And head to fantasiesnightclub.com for more info.
Thank you, dear.
Thank you.
All righty. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Mickey